Amici e amiche di The Darkest Hour, buonasera e benvenuti alla settima puntata del nostro show, settima puntata della terza stagione di Darkest Hour. Vedo che siete già tantissimi collegati, io non perdo tempo questa sera perché sapete tutti cosa andiamo a presentare. Quindi Moncalieri, direttore, prima tappa,
Prima
direttore,
tappa.
perché
Prima
annunciamo un po'.
tappa. Bene, bene ragazzi,
tappa.
siamo pronti, non ci perdiamo in ciance. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Blaze Bayley.
From Birmingham.
Hello, Italia! Hello, Italia! Allora, Italia! Come state?
Come state?
Wow.
Come state? Noi bene, we are okay. Let's see if somebody else is commenting. Okay. Giovanna, good evening. She's okay. She said, Andrea from La Spezia in Liguria, near me. Welcome back, Andrea. And Mirko, buonasera. E buonasera anche a Roberto, Darkest Family with Blaze Bayley. So just 30 seconds, jingle, and it will be the darkest hour for you. So we're sitting at our table with a peace of mind, a peace or a big guest. Blaze Bayley, good evening to you from Birmingham, UK, and announcing the Italian tour. With us from Turin tonight, there is also Davide Crescenzo. Buonasera.
Ciao a tutti, hi Blaze, ciao Dave, ciao a tutti gli ascoltatori.
Allora, ciao!
Okay, Roberto says welcome back, Blaze, to the Darkest Hour, as well as Valentina from Sardinia.
Yeah,
from Sardinia.
Yeah.
Valentina, when Sebastiano from Sicily. Patrizia, Sicilia. Then Patrizia, she lives in Austria, but she's Italian. Up the Blaze from Stefano. Up the
Grazie.
So a lot of comments. We just scroll very, very quickly. We have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
Buonasera Fior, Simone Tognarelli, buonasera Nicola, Federico, anche Annalisa, buonasera a tutti. Alessandra, also from Venice. Alessandra will be in one of your shows. She said to us, Joe Rock non poteva perderselo. I can't miss the big Blaze Bayley.
Okay, great.
Joe Rock, good evening.
Grazie.
And as you can see, hello, Mr. Blaze, welcome back. As you can see from your screen, a lot of people that love you, that can't wait to see you live. So we are announcing.
Thank you for your support. Very, very excited about my next trip to Italia. Very excited. It's been a long time, man. It's just so long, it feels like, with everything that's happened. So very, very excited to return to Italia.
Yeah.
Yes, just translating quickly, Blaze è molto eccitato di poter passare un po' di tempo in Italia, un paese che adora, un paese dove mancava da tanto tempo, e quindi finalmente abbiamo questo tour Blaze Bayley 30 years Iron Maiden anniversary, and
30 years old,
I have prepared a QR code there. If you want to buy tickets, se volete comprare i biglietti per il tour, dovete andare on his official website, sul sito ufficiale. Using that QR code, you will go straight to buy tickets if you don't have one yet. of course, there are 4 dates scheduled for the Circle of Stone, but also the 30th Iron Maiden anniversary. Let's see them together. So is the 6th, incomincia il 6 di febbraio all'Arcitom di Mantova, poi il 7 febbraio all'House of Rock di Rimini, Traffic Light di Roma, l'8 febbraio e il Teatro Hype di Castel Volturno il 9 febbraio. So 6, 7, 8, 9, four shows in a row.
Yeah.
You said you're very excited. You said ready for that.
Yes, I'm very excited. I love Italia and my fans. It's so nice to return. I played so many shows in your wonderful country, all over, right down to the heel of the boot. I played big tours there, doing lots of little shows all over Italia. So it's fantastic to be able to come back and do this show. I thought that the 30th anniversary tour was finished, but so many people in Italia got in touch and said, we want to see the anniversary tour. So this is the end of the anniversary tour. These are the last 4 shows of the Blaze Bayley Iron Maiden 30th anniversary tour. So I'm
that's
very
important. That's
excited.
important what you said. So I'll translate quickly. Blaze sottolinea che queste sono le ultime 4 date del tour dedicato al 30 anni degli Iron Maiden. Quindi era finito il tour ufficialmente, ma c'è stata la possibilità di venire in Italia per un tour un po' più estensivo e Blaze ha colto l'occasione al balzo e appunto ha usato queste 4 date, ha dedicato queste 4 date al nostro paese proprio per essere presente e proporre, to propose a set list based on your 5 years with Iron Maiden, but there will be also Circle of Stone.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of songs from my Circle of Stone album. I'm very proud of it, so I'd like to play fans a couple of songs. What is happening with the anniversary tour? Many fans seem to hear about that and they come and they say, I haven't seen you live since 95 or since the Iron Maiden tours. So they seem to be finding out about this. So what I like to do is play my old songs that I love so much. I'm so fond of these old songs. It's like old friends. And then show those fans who haven't seen me and don't know what I'm doing right now. Well, these are a couple of the songs from Circle of Stone, things that I'm doing right now. And so far, where I've done that, people have really enjoyed that set list. So I hope the same will be true in Italia.
Yes, Blaze sottolinea che inserirà qualche canzone di Circle of Stone, un album che sta portando in tour, l'ultimo album che ha fatto e di cui va molto orgoglioso, ma il pubblico italiano meritava di ascoltare una set list dedicata ai Maiden che lui ha fatto appunto nel corso del 30° anniversario e che quindi verranno suonate canzoni che non ha mai proposto dal vivo fino adesso in Italia. Comunque, QR code, your tickets, only official, please don't buy anyway. Only official tickets, please, and you can get there directly with your QR code. Other comments, buonasera a tutti, saluto Blaze da Lecce, Puglia. Elena is my mother, buonasera, my mom. And okay, Blaze, first question from, are you coming to Austria?
Austria, eventually. So I always do go to Austria eventually. I had some wonderful gigs there in Vienna. So we will be going back to Austria eventually. This is the start of a big tour where we do a bit here, a bit there. So Italia is molto importante for me to do this and do well. So that's the first thing. And then the rest of the tour, my team, yes, we'll look, what will we do, where, and how it's going to go.
Yeah, we dedicate you an applause because Blaze, un'altra volta Blaze ha sottolineato l'importanza dell'Italia, ma Patrizia ci ha detto che verrà presto anche in Austria. Ci sono degli accordi, quindi lo vedrai anche in Austria. Patrizia is coming to Italy, but she will come to Austria as well.
Yes.
Marco will be present in Mantova.
Grazie.
Marco, you will see Blaze, of course. Buonasera, scusate il ritardo, nessun problema, siamo tutti qui. Paolo will be in Mantova as well.
Great. How is the mangiare in Mantova?
Yes. Blaze, vi chiede.
Is okay?
Let's ask the audience cosa si mangia bene a Mantova. Rispondeteci nei commenti e I will answer in the
Bene?
Si mangia bene everywhere in Italy.
In tutta Italia si mangia bene.
Abbiamo il nostro grande Mirko. Mirko will be in Rome. Mirko is a very, very well-known Italian writer. So VIP fan for you in Rome.
Great.
Mirko, Davide, grande Blaze, great Blaze. I still live in Mantova. I will definitely come to your concert. I'm very sorry not to be there.
Grazie.
Io avrei una domanda per Blaze.
For you.
Allora, se ha mai pensato, siccome sono passati parecchi anni, di fare un tour dove racchiude i suoi primi 2-3 album senza fare altri brani al di fuori di questi 2-3 album per tutti quei fan che magari hanno iniziato ad ascoltarlo anni dopo e non conoscono magari bene determinati brani, perché sono brani molto belli. Io veramente i primi 3 album li adoro, dal primo all'ultimo
Davide
brano.
is a big estimator of your first 3 albums, solo albums.
Grazie
Is there
mille.
anywhere on the cards on tour to play a tour dedicated to your origins?
Yes, yeah. I am doing, after we finish Italia, then it begins the Silicon Messiah anniversary tour. We will be in rehearsals and I will come and play my whole album, Silicon Messiah. It's the 25th anniversary of that release. I'll be doing a big tour for that album. So I hope you get to see that. We're still talking about different dates in Italia. So I hope that we have the opportunity to return to your wonderful country.
Thank you very much. So Davide, yes, there will be ci sarà un tour celebrativo dei primi album, lo stanno studiando, però appena finito le date italiane inizieranno le prove per questo 25esimo anniversario di Silicon Messiah. Blaze sarà in tour in tutta Europa e anche in Inghilterra, and I will be in Southampton to see you. Questo sarà un tour celebrativo di Silicon dove faranno tutto l'album e poi anche altri tour celebrativi.
Il brano The Brave is fantastic, Blaze.
Ah, grazie mille.
The Brave is my best song of you solist career.
It's nice. It's that was an unusual song. It's based on William Shakespeare, who's an influence on me. I love theatre and many Shakespeare plays. I have seen and read the plays, and this is one which is inspired by the Shakespeare play Julius Caesar, which
Giulio Cesare di Shakespeare.
Julius Caesar, the play, and it says, there is a time in the lives of men when, taken at the flood, all the fortune of your life will come to you. And so that's why it's fortune favors the brave. And really, Julius Caesar is Italiano.
Giulio Cesare, Giulio Cesare inspired Shakespeare, but inspired also Blaze.
Yes, inspired by
di Shakespeare, dove
by the Romans.
Il proprio destino e quindi artefice della propria fortuna. E quindi se tu appunto ti curi la tua fortuna, poi la marea della vita, come dice Shakespeare, ti premierà.
Oltretutto, Blaze in più occasioni ha detto che il primo album, Silicon Messiah, sarebbe stato l'eventuale terzo album se lui fosse continuato a rimanere all'interno di Iron Maiden. Cioè, molte cose scritte per Silicon Messiah erano state scritte per un eventuale terzo album con gli Iron Maiden. Qua mi chiedo, se lui potesse tornare indietro, cioè se tu Blaze potessi tornare indietro nel tempo con la consapevolezza di oggi, rifaresti le cose che hai fatto all'epoca o qualcosa la faresti in modo diverso? Per
Questa era la
eventualmente...
prima domanda di David. I have translated for you in the downline, so we
Yeah.
saved time. But se tornassi indietro, if you could have a time machine and get back to the maiden years, what would you have done?
Yeah.
Something?
Well, not much,
No
but
molto.
not much. All I would say is I would have more rehearsal time, because what happened was before the start of the big tour, the first tour, because of the record company and different things that happened, instead of having 2 months to just focus on rehearsal, it ended up being a month. So that, I think, that's the only thing I would change if I could, if it was possible. But the record company kept going, oh, another interview, more this, more that. So there wasn't, they kept eating up the rehearsal time. And I think I would have, if I could have that time machine and go back, I would just do more rehearsals. That would be it. That's the only thing I would really change.
L'unico rammarico che ha è appunto non aver potuto provare a sufficienza quando è entrato nella band, perché la pressione delle case discografiche, del tour, le date che si aggiungevano, hanno eroso dal tempo alle prove. Quindi quello che doveva essere 2 mesi di full immersion nelle prove si è trasformato in meno di un mese.
Oltretutto lui ha avuto un brutto incidente con la moto, se non ricordo
But then
male.
you had an accident with your bike.
Yeah, I would change that, definitely.
E cambierebbe anche quello.
Do not ride your motorcycle on a Friday. That is
di Venere e di Marte non si sposa e non si parte in italiano.
Yeah.
So on a Friday, on a Tuesday, never get married, never drive.
Yes, this is it. I agree.
Dice, lui non guiderò mai più una moto di venerdì.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's the same Italian saying. No?
Yeah.
Okay, question from the crowd down there. There are a lot of
Yeah.
questions. So, Blaze, do you play any instrument? If no, how you contribute?
Yeah, very badly. I play a little bit of keyboard. I work some of my ideas out on my keyboard at home. I've always used piano or keyboard just to get myself centered on where my key should be. I wrote the song One More Step on piano by myself. But generally speaking, my voice is my instrument. You know, I'm a vocalist and el cantante. So my voice is my instrument. So I have my ideas, I record them, and I talk to the guitarista, and we work things out like this. So, but I do play a tiny bit of guitar, a tiny bit of drums, tiny bit of piano. In my life, I have been very, very lucky to work with incredible musicians. And every time I wanted to start to learn the guitar, then there's the most wonderful guitarist. I just talk to them and say, can you do this? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. And that's it. So I'm very lucky. And you know what is really nice for me? I worked with many musicians from Italia over the years, and in my band and touring, and the Italian musicians always just so good, man. You guys in
Thank you very
Italia,
much.
it's not like you learn music. It's like you already know, and then you just get a little bit better. That's how it feels working with the Italian musicians, and it's been great over the years. And I had a lot of fun working with Italian musicians over many years.
Beh, avete capito, quindi i musicisti italiani per Blaze sono i migliori, ma lui suona male la chitarra, il piano e la batteria, però dice ho lavorato sempre con dei musicisti talmente bravi che io gli esponevo l'idea così a grandi linee e loro erano in grado di riprodurla. Well, one of the two best musicians, you have worked with the best drummer, the best and the best guitarist.
Thank you.
Well, for us, of course, per noi fan
Grazie.
dei Maiden ha lavorato con i migliori musicisti del mondo.
Ah, beh.
Quindi, for and well, the thought is coming, of course, connecting to the last answer. Chiedo io, what are your thoughts about Nico that retires and the legend?
I saw Nico in Manchester last time and said hello, and we had a chat about his health and what had happened to me. And he was very worried at that time if he would be able to come back after he had a stroke. But the band gathered around, yeah, come on, you could do it, and they supported him. And it's very difficult. It's such a big thing to happen to you, to have a stroke. He did incredibly well, and I thought the shows that he played after that were absolutely wonderful. It's a sadness, but also what I think we should focus on is the great work that he's done over so many albums. That Nico has played some incredible performances. He is a genius drummer at the very highest level in the way that he plays. And I think that's what we should remember. Many drummers would already have gone, retired, and that's it. But Nico didn't. He kept going. He did great work. And now it's time for him to enjoy some retirement, less traveling. The worst thing about what we do is travel. It's so unhealthy. If you work in a show, if you work in musical theater, then you go to the same theater every night on the same transport, same time, eat your dinner, same time, nice routine. If you do what we do, then you're traveling 5-8 hours every day to get somewhere. Then you're in a different time zone. Then you don't know sometimes if food will be available and if it's quality Italiano style food. You might get
Well, in Italy,
awful.
you should be fine.
Yeah. So this is the thing. It's tough. It's really,
Yeah.
really tough. It's
Just
and
summarizing
these are just to
briefly.
live is so unhealthy. But he's done great. Nico's done great.
Dice Blaze che ha parlato con Nico, all'epoca era molto dubbioso di poter intraprendere anche il Legacy of the Beast, ma poi l'ha fatto ed è stato grande Nico nell'andare avanti ancora un po', supportato dai fan, dalla band, dalla famiglia, però ritiene che sia venuto il momento per Nico di riposarsi, perché sottolinea Blaze la parte più difficile dell'essere musicista a questi livelli è viaggiare, il viaggio in sé tra un posto e l'altro, cioè che è terribilmente faticoso, stressante, non sai cosa mangerai, non sai quando mangerai. Cioè, se lavori in teatro è diverso, stai in uno stesso teatro tutto il tempo, quindi ti alzi alla stessa ora, mangi alla stessa ora. Oh, ok.
Sometimes this is all we have.
Yeah.
Out there on the tour, you're like,
No,
where is the food? No, this
that's
is it.
crap.
I mean, this is crap. But when we come to Italia,
But you can
when
go.
you like to eat, Blaze, when you like to eat, I like to eat 3 hours before we bring the food. We bring the food.
Food is never a problem.
However simple, in Italia, quality, on time, it's nice. Bene.
Grazie, grazie.
No,
Però mi
grazie,
viene da
perché, yeah, even if you go on a service station, you find a nice panino.
Yeah.
Yeah, with fresh
Blaze,
ingredients. So,
una domanda che abbiamo fatto anche a
veloce, Davide.
lui qualche settimana fa, sì. Secondo te, siccome Nico ha dichiarato il ritiro dai tour e non dagli Iron Maiden, in un eventuale prossimo album, secondo te suonerà lui?
Do you think that Nico, since he announced he retires from live tour, live music, but not from the studio, do you reckon he will record an album?
Well, he'll certainly be able to. And
Perché lo può
he
fare.
has such a style of his own. I would be surprised if he doesn't record again.
Sarebbe
So,
sorprendente se
yeah.
non lo facesse.
Really, it's the travel that kills you.
È
That's it.
è il viaggiare che l'ha sfibrato,
Ok.
non la tecnica, perché quella ce l'ha ancora. In fact, he plays with his tribute band anyway regularly.
Yes. Yeah.
In his restaurant. Okay, Roberto, will see you in Rimini also for
Right.
the meet and greet.
Bene.
Can't wait. Simona, buonasera. Scusate, siamo un po' in ritardo con i commenti. Viper Room, yes. Says Patrizia. Ho visto, I've seen Blaze in Rome and Perugia in 95 and 96, Mirko. So he was X Factor, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Many years ago. Blaze, would you imagine us 30 years ago?
No, it's
Thank you,
really
Blaze.
I think it must be very difficult for my Italian fans because I only look 30. You know, 30.
Yeah.
How could that album be 30 years ago when really I look 30 to some people?
There we go. There we go. Lui dice, ma per tante persone io sono ancora questo qui, no? Invece sono cambiato. Well, the time passes for everybody. Even the two people near you have changed slightly, but you have changed in good.
Grazie.
See you in Rimini again. So, Blaze, that would be Federico asks if you are performing Maiden songs that are not in X Factor in Virtual 11. I think you can't.
No, not at this time. No.
No.
What I do like to do, because sadly Paul has passed now, then occasionally I like to do a song from Paul's era as an homage.
And a great singer, great frontman, great man, says Amilcar. But Maiden Domi says, when you come to Rome, you come with me in a restaurant. I'll pay for your dinner, and you will be
okay, great.
Great.
Grazie mille.
Al meet and greet diglielo, magari si unisce a te poi. Kevin, if you don't remember me, the Italian guy who traveled up to Germany last September. See you in Mantova.
Mantova?
Mantova.
Yeah, see you in Mantova. Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, we will see you again in Mantova. Tortelli di zucca e torta sbrisolona is the suggestion for your menu. I tortelli, very, very good. Valentina, you are more important for me. Thanks, you are my first love voice of Iron Maiden. I love your voice.
Grazie, Valentina.
We know Valentina personally, and we know that she discovered Iron Maiden because of X Factor. So, of course, she fell in love with Iron Maiden also because of you. I think that Steve owes you a pint now at some point. Blaze, I think that you will enjoy the Italian food. Buona forchetta, forchetta.
Normal.
See you in Mantova for Giovanna. Hello from Foggia, which is in Puglia. Tortelli di zucca. So everybody wants you to eat this tortelli di zucca, which is a pumpkin pasta stuffed with pumpkin.
Oh, okay. My normal thing that I like is my very, very favorite is Penne
Arrabbiata,
Arrabbiata.
I know.
That's my favorite. I don't know why, but a very simple taste.
Okay.
And wherever
we
I go,
repeat.
I don't look at the menu. A lot of times on the tour, what they give the menu, I don't need the menu. Penne Arrabbiata.
Ok, allora lo sapete, anche even if the Federico suggests you a stew of horse meat and some red wine, but no, Federico, we just said, we repeat, Blaze Bailey è appassionato di penne all'arrabbiata e mangia sempre solo quelle.
At home, because I liked it so much, I learned to make a version of it at home.
All right.
Yeah, I learned to make it. So it's a very special treat that occasionally I will go, tonight I need the taste of Italia.
All right. So give me a call. Give me a call. I'm 2 hours away.
Okay, mate.
I come and I cook you the arrabbiata as it should
good.
be. Or if you can travel to Alton in Hampshire, I'm here.
All right, yeah.
I just moved to
Be
Alton.
Be careful what you wish for. You could have a whole party arrive at your house, a whole band, but they want more than Penne Arrabbiata.
If you bring in the band, do that in summer because I have seats available only in the garden.
Okay, mate.
Otherwise, in the home there is not enough room for more than 2 people.
Yeah.
we just moved, but we are very happy to stay here. But of course, in Made in Italia non si riesce a commentare. Sorry, Blaze. Sì, è voluta Demonia. L'ho tolti io i commenti perché non li potremmo leggere. E siccome sapevamo che erano tanti, ci dispiaceva perderli. E quindi in Made in Italia si può solo guardare la diretta, ma non commentare. Okay, so and the evil that men do is a quote from Julius Caesar.
Yes.
Says Mirko.
Yeah.
The evil that men do.
Yeah.
And Mirko, as a writer, he knows such things better than us. Blaze, would you be back in Turin for Silicon Messiah tour?
I hope, but I don't book the tour and I don't have anything to do with business. It's very, very strict. I have a small team and my manager does all the business. I trust my team and they say, no, Blaze, you do the writing, you do the singing. I'm a producer. I produce the album as well. And since I've been able to do that and I've had this time to focus on being creative, which is my strength, things have got better and better and better. The less I have to worry about business and where I'm going, I just trust my team. Okay, I want to go to Italia. They know that. It's just when can we go? And last year we did a great festival in Italia. Absolutely fantastic.
And you have also been on my birthplace in Genoa.
Yes. Yeah, in Genova as well. So it's just, I love to go to Italia. So my team is always looking, when can we go? How can we make it work? What will happen? So I'm always looking.
So, a parte l'Italia, che è un desiderio fisso, un chiodo fisso di Blaze, non chiedete date perché è il suo team, è il suo manager che le organizza, quindi lui ci spera sempre, ma non può promettere niente perché non sa niente. That's an interesting question, I think. What song from Iron Maiden, when you listen to it, you think, oh, I would have loved to write it myself?
Well, I think go back to, there's so many classic, great songs that really move you. But I think there are two really. One is Wrathchild. I think it's such a good song from that era. It still feels, put that on today, still feels modern and fresh, and it's different. The arrangement of the song is very different to the way a lot of modern songs
It's
go.
very heavy metal.
Yeah, and that one And
that one is good for your voice as well.
yes, I enjoy that one. And I think the other one is is Afraid to Shoot Strangers. You know,
Oh,
I did
wow.
a version of that. And you
Oh,
look,
oh.
something I really love Seventh Son. You know, that's one album I'll put on to hear one song of Seventh Son. I can't turn it off because I love it so much. But even from there, I think Afraid to Shoot Strangers is there's
That's
just
a
for
surprise.
me, there's a feeling in there that I connect with that I think, you know what, I wish that was all me writing that lyric. But it's a
Quindi
wonderful
Roberto,
song.
vedi, non avremmo mai detto Rothschild è la sua preferita, ma anche Afraid to Shoot Strangers. Questa è una bella sorpresa anche per me.
Bello.
Allora, Pietro, ti rispondo in privato, ti do poi io l'email che ti serve per contattarlo, te lo dai in privato.
Yeah,
Recently,
Luca is a wonderful, wonderful guitarist. Luca Princiotta is just gold. He's fantastic. He's a
ecco,
good
so
friend of mine and just a
was
wonderful,
my
wonderful
guitar teacher
guitarist.
for a while,
Yeah. And
Kevin.
we worked together for a while and we wrote some songs together. He's an incredible, talented musician, a really great person. And he's very kind to me. And his mom and dad let me stay at their place. And his mom cooks very special things. It was just great. So great memories of Lake Como when Luca was living over there with his mom and dad. It was great memories of that.
Ok, Kevin, penso che tu abbia capito, quindi non traduciamo, anche se ricordiamo che su YouTube è possibile mettere i sottotitoli, così risparmiamo tempo. Abbiamo ancora tante domande per Blaze. Recently I have listened to X Factor and Virtual Level and they are very good, especially Virtual 11. Thanks, Blaze, for your contribution in Iron
Grazie.
Maiden. Lord of the Flies and Sign of the Cross. What's your favorite?
That's too difficult. You can't choose.
Mi
It's
puoi
like
scegliere.
choosing between children.
Children, yeah.
That's how difficult the choice is, because Lord of the Flies, it's a great lyric, but also the way that it starts. It's a great song that I used to open the set many times.
L'ha usata
And,
come opener,
the chords, it's great. But Sign of the Cross is also, this is like
Epic.
a piece of theater on the stage at 9-10 minutes. Then you've got, and I don't have any recordings or tapes or anything. What happens at a Blaze gig is fans start to sing the part of the monks. Ooh, and it's just incredible. So that bit of
Oh, I
guitar
love
starts,
that.
and then the fans start to sing it. They know it's incredible. So without the fans, those songs are absolutely nothing. But with the fans and the love that fans have for those songs, that's what makes them important and brings them to life. So for both of in different ways, there's an energy to Lord of the Flies, but Sign of the Cross is epic. The sign of the cross, the name of the rose. It's fantastic, man. It's just
The Name of the
yes,
Rose. I
yeah, it's
love that
brilliant.
book.
Yeah,
As I love The Road of the Flies, the book.
yeah.
It was a fantastic book. Do you still are in touch with Luca Princiotta or?
Yeah, we are very occasionally because of the way that we're always moving and doing different things. But yeah, we still see each other occasionally.
Have you got in an acoustic tour on the cards with
No,
Thomas Svalzi?
no, it's
No.
I'm booked up for. I have a plan, a rough plan where I go. How do I think I will feel in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years? And then I talk to my manager and I go, you know, this is how I'm feeling now and where I think I would like to be in 2 or 3 years. And then we just gently aim to make that happen and keep thinking about what will happen the year after that year. But at the moment, there's no plan for an acoustic tour because I have a lot to
Quindi
do.
non c'è in programma almeno per i prossimi 2 o 3 anni.
I
We
love
love
my
you.
acoustic tours, and I did many acoustic shows in Italia. I love it there, man. We did a great, I think we
All
did a
right.
great show in Genova. We had a really nice little acoustic show.
We love you just the way you are. Your voice is incredible. You will lift my spirit even on the toughest days.
Grazie mille.
Patrizia, okay? So if you want to, apart from lyrics and vocal melodies, what's in your opinion your most important musical contribution to Iron Maiden?
Then I think it's in some just a couple of songs, the tempo, just making sure, but like 2 in particular with Future Real and with Man on the Edge, making sure that I think my energy translated so the tempo was up a little bit. So, and that's what I thought was
Sono
really,
quindi
really cool.
Future Real, Man on the Edge, but I think, we all think that your most important contribution to Iron Maiden was to keep them alive. Li ha tenuti in vita e questa è la sua più importante contributo, secondo me, secondo anche gli altri Davide.
Volevo chiedere una cosa a Blaze. C'è un tuo album solista che ad oggi non sei soddisfatto? Tornassi indietro lo modificheresti? C'è un album che non ce l'hai nel cuore per qualche motivo? Dei tuoi solisti,
What solo album you like, you would change or you would like to make different?
I think I wouldn't really change anything apart from I would have just a couple of times I'd have a bit more time. That's it. I think I wouldn't change much. You do the best you can in the time that you have with the people that you are with. And you can't go, oh, if only, because you must look to the future, because the past cannot be changed. It is dead. The past you cannot do over again. And it's scary to think, oh, there's no second chance. No, there's no second chance. You've got to go, okay, that was then. I did my best. Now the future. Now what is next? Now, where am I? What can I do? And this is the way to have a little bit of sanity, because while you're looking at the past, you're looking the wrong way. You're going to the future, whether you like it or not. You're going to the future. Now, you're going to go to the future while you're looking backwards, or you're going to look at the future and make your own future and get a hold of your future and make it future real.
Quindi dice non si guarda mai indietro, quello che è stato fatto al massimo delle mie possibilità in quel preciso momento della mia vita. Non mi piace guardare indietro perché non si va avanti, bisogna sempre guardare avanti. Non costruisci il tuo futuro guardando il passato, e questo è un po', diciamo, anche l'insegnamento che Blaze vuole trasmettere nei suoi ultimi 2 album. Ma ci arriviamo a altre domande. Here there is a question you may pass on. When Maiden started the auditions, who was other candidates? Do you know any other candidate?
I know one. I only know one of the other candidates, and that's Doogie White.
White.
Yeah, he's a fantastic singer, great personality, great frontman. But there were another 12, like the 12 disciples of Christ, really. There were another 12 singers that were trying, and I don't know the names of the other guys. I was very focused on myself and my voice is so different. I did not expect to be chosen.
Yeah.
But when you look back to what was happening with Fear of the Dark and No Prayer for the Dying, I think that what was in the mind of the band was, this is a time where we can actually change. This is the biggest
Opportunity as well.
opportunity, it's the word I'm looking for, to go, okay, well, we've reached this point. We have nothing to lose because the band is going to be a different shape. So why don't we use that opportunity and embrace it? And I think that's what happened on the X Factor album. There's darkness on there. It's a progressive sounding album. The feel is very dark. When you put that on versus the other albums that came before, it's everything sounds different. And I think for many fans, that was difficult for long-term fans. If you were coming to Iron Maiden as a new fan, it was easy because you weren't familiar with all this sound that they had for so many years. So different producer, different sound, and the way that the music was put together, it came from darkness of the soul. And that's the difference. That's why I feel X Factor is a turning point for Maiden and for everybody associated, including me. It's a turning point in your life. And now you look back those 30 years to where I am now, my new album, Circle of Stone. It's a different kind of album, but still the seeds of what I do now are from that
From X
time,
Factor.
from there where I grew with Wolfsbane, and then okay, plant the seeds, and now here I am with my Circle of Stone album, and you think, yeah, this, you can see the link there.
Thank you. Just briefly translate. So, si diceva, sì, ma io conoscevo solo Dottie White come altro candidato. Eravamo 12, dice, come gli apostoli di Gesù, come candidati, ma io, a parte lui, non mi ricordo, non conoscevo nessun altro, ero concentrato su di me, su fare bene, non mi aspettavo di essere stato scelto, ma è successo. E quindi ci siamo buttati a capofitto su quello che doveva essere un grande cambiamento per la band. Lui pensa che sia avvenuto con X Factor, che è un album scuro, è un album introspettivo, è un album però fantasticamente prog, che suona molto cupo, doveva essere un punto di svolta per la band, e può capire che certi fan, vecchi fan, avessero avuto qualche problema a digerirlo. Invece, per chi è arrivato in quel periodo lì, ha conosciuto i Maiden con lui, è stato più facile come transazione. Diciamo, questo è un po' il riassunto. Blaze, me and the other Maiden Italy girls are in the kitchen with the Iron Ladies.
Okay.
Look for you. The Iron Ladies, as they have a YouTube channel, and they explain you recipes inspired to the songs of Iron Maiden. So
okay, yeah.
YouTube. That's In Cucina con le Iron Ladies, and that's we remember to our audience. They can scan this and go straight to YouTube channel and learn about Italian kitchen, but with a Maiden touch.
Okay.
So, all right. So back to the audience. Ciao Daniele. Ciao Giovanni. Devo andare veloce. Allora, poi qua c'è. Which is your favorite place in Italy where you have been?
Oh man, that's too tough because I spent a lot of time in Italia, and with my agent used to take me there to be part of the rock star show, you know, where there's a few of us and we all sing a few songs, and I spent so much time there. But one of the things that has happened to me is I didn't go to the Colosseum in Roma for a very long time. Every time I went there, I would see the Colosseum as driving past there on the tour, and it wasn't for many years before I could actually go to the Colosseum. But I
So
love the
quindi il
mountains.
Colosseo.
Yeah, I love the
Colosseo.
mountains, and I would really like to go to Pompeii. I've never been there, and it's such a huge part, not just of
Of
the
history, yeah.
history of Italiano and the Roman Empire. It's a huge part of European history of what happened in Pompeii and everything. So I would like to go there. And I've been near Venice. I performed near Venice. I've recorded near Venice. I never actually
Been to
been
Venice.
Venice. So that's another place I would like to.
Pompeii e Venezia.
Yeah,
per
yeah, at
Blaze.
some point.
At some point. Why
Io avrei
do
una
you
domanda.
Se arrivo, why do you haven't performed Virus during Virtual 11 World Tour?
We have the whole tour. On my tour, we do Virus. It's my song. We do Virus on my tour, but in Maiden, we never performed Virus.
I think he refers to
we
Maiden.
never performed Virus live in Maiden. The set was so big, man. It was just tough. We had so many
It's difficult to
great
choose.
songs with Maiden. It's very difficult to get the set list under 3 hours. That's very tough. So we were always facing what we can fit in, so many classic songs and everything. In my tour, then I almost always do Virus. It's my own version of Virus, and I've done a live recording.
I love it.
And most of my fans and most Maiden fans really enjoy that version that I do, my own version of Virus. So
Questa
I
lui la
really
fa.
like it. Great lyric. And here's the thing. You do the lyric. That song now is very old, but you think about it and what's happening with AI and people that scam fans on the internet and deep fake, that lyric could be written now. Even though it's so old about something else, it could be written now because there is a virus in the mind of society that comes from all of these terrible, evil people on internet that use this wonderful thing that we're communicating now online. It's incredible, the internet, what we can do, wonderful things like this. But there are people who take this wonderful tool that we have and distort it and use it for evil. And that's what Virus, now, that's what Virus is about.
It's very actual song.
Yeah.
Quindi la suona sempre nei suoi show, ma non l'hanno mai fatta con i Maiden perché non è mai successo che fosse messa in scaletta. Great Blaze Bayley all'arrabbiata forever. A Mantova bisogna mangiare il luccio. Luccio is one of the speciality of Mantova, so is a fish. Is incredible, but from other side, as you just have commented, this Davide says is incredible, but internet can put me in touch with one of my idols. Thank you very much, Blaze, for what you have done for heavy metal. Ok, vai Davide con la tua domanda.
Allora, questa domanda è rivolta a Blaze non come cantante professionista, ma come amante della tecnologia.
Ah, allora ce l'ho. Aspetta, vai.
Allora, cosa ne pensi dell'utilizzo dell'intelligenza artificiale? Esempio, far cantare a Blaze una canzone dei Queen o Freddie Mercury che canta una canzone degli Iron Maiden?
Yes. This question is for Bailey Cook, is not for Blaze Bayley. As per yourself, what do you think that AI can let you see Freddie Mercury singing Motorhead?
I don't like all this. I don't like it. It's humorous. It's funny. I don't like it. I don't like that use of AI. For
in
me,
general, AI
in general, deep fake and things like this, I don't like. What will be the real use of AI is for learning and knowledge, and where we don't have the availability of a teacher and a classroom and different circumstances. We can have a teacher that is AI specifically for you, that can react to your questions as a student as you learn about trigonometry, different kinds of maths, different kinds of literature. You can have an AI teacher for students that can't get to school, that don't have the opportunities to go to a school. That's where I feel the real use of AI is, and as a companion for people that live alone. Loneliness is a terrible
Terrible,
thing.
especially getting old.
Yes, and I'm very lucky, very lucky. I have a wonderful fiance, Kate, who sticks by me, and we have a wonderful life together. But many people are alone, and for me, that is the other use of AI, that you can talk and say, "Hey, how you doing today?" Especially as you get older, our grandparents, our parents, that they can go, right, the AI, here's a great use of AI, is it's time for your medication. Have you taken your medication? That's a great use of AI. What isn't a great use is give me the number on your credit card. That's not good.
Allora, Blaze userebbe l'intelligenza artificiale solo per ed esclusivamente per insegnare, cioè quindi per fare da insegnante ai bambini, agli scolari, perché usa tutta la propria conoscenza, e per fare compagnia agli anziani che sono soli, e può chiamare i soccorsi, può ricordargli l'ora della medicina, può raccontargli una storia, può intrattenere, perché invecchiare da soli è veramente brutto. Lui è fortunato, ha una fidanzata che lo segue ovunque e si vogliono tanto bene, Kate, ma ci sono tante altre persone che vivono sole, e quindi dice: io userei l'intelligenza artificiale per questi scopi e non per far cantare a qualcuno qualcosa che non canterà mai, no? Questa domanda viene dal direttore, prego.
Non la vedo, dilla pure tu. Non la
Allora
vedo.
aspetta,
Vai.
no, perché tra l'altro l'ho presa pure sbagliata, perché questa è mia. Okay, you paid homage to Paul di Anno. What did it mean for you?
Well, Paul and I worked together many times over the past years. We went to Australia together, had a wonderful tour of Australia and New Zealand. We had a big tour of Russia before the war and all the problems. And Paul and I were on the train. We did the Siberian Express all the way across Russia. We played many great shows there. We played Sweden Rock Festival together. So Paul was revered. He was the legend of Iron Maiden. Bruce is Iron Maiden, but Paul is the legend. That
The
voice.
legend.
And there's some nights I was very lucky because we had some great musicians sometimes, and you could close your eyes, and on a good night, you think, wow, man, this is better than the record. It's better. You hear him singing Wrathchild, and you go, wow, it's incredible. So, you know, it's a sadness that he's gone, but he has a status in Iron Maiden that no one else can ever have. No one
Achieve.
can eclipse it. No one can go past what Paul did, because Paul was the first, and he fitted, and it was right, and he did great, great songs that will never be forgotten. If you are a real Iron Maiden fan, you must know and you must educate yourself on those first two Maiden albums. And that is the birth of what we have today as Iron Maiden. And without those songs and that attitude and the voice that he had, I don't think Iron Maiden would be where they are now.
So, dobbiamo a Paul l'heavy metal. Lui il direttore aveva chiesto appunto cosa significava per lui un amico con cui ha condiviso tour in Australia, in Russia, in tante parti del mondo, quindi prima perde un amico, ma l'heavy metal ha perso il cantante. Se Bruce Dickinson è gli Iron Maiden, Paul è la leggenda degli Iron Maiden, che senza Paul non avrebbe fatto Iron Maiden e Killers, non avrebbe fatto l'heavy metal, non avrebbe fatto quello che siamo noi oggi.
Il suo
Quindi
album preferito di Paul, senza gli Iron Maiden, cioè di Paul di Hanno.
as a Paul di Anno solo album, is that one you
Just
like?
great work, just absolutely great work with Murder One, I think it was. It just a lot of the stuff you listen to those solo albums from Paul, and there's just some great music on there. And I don't think that he got the credit he deserved because of whatever the time was and what was happening in music, but just great solo work.
Sì, ha detto tutti perché la sua voce era unica, la sua voce era heavy metal, la sua voce è leggenda. E questo, se sei un vero fan degli Iron Maiden, non puoi non considerare Paul Di'Anno, e se oggi ascolti heavy metal tu lo devi a Paul Di'Anno. E quindi questa è, diciamo, la più grande omaggio che si potrebbe fare, no? a un cantante che purtroppo dice non ha raccolto il successo che meritava anche con questi grandi album che ha fatto come solista, e questo è un grande peccato. Can you please, Blaze, name the band members for this incoming Italia show?
Yeah, it's the band that I've been using for 10 years called Absolver, and it's Chris
Yeah.
Appleton lead guitar, Luke Appleton rhythm guitar, it's Carl Schramm on the bass, and Martin McNee is my batterista. So I think it's good. We worked together over many years, and the guys have been fans of Iron Maiden as well. So we're really excited. We've got special rehearsals coming up to get the set into shape so that things go well in Italia. Very excited about coming on the tour.
Non vede l'ora di venire, li ha nominati, penso che Stefano sei contento. If you ever will go to Sardinia, Valentina is waiting for you
Yes.
to cook some food.
Great.
Because
Thanks,
I
Valentina.
can invite you to...
Grazie, Valentina.
Ciao Paolo, bene anche Roberto. Afraid to shoot stranger and rush eyed on your list.
Afraid to shoot strangers, afraid. Yeah, I love that one.
Roberto, te l'ha cantata.
Yeah, I love it.
Cosa vuoi di più? You are a gentleman, a singer, but a gentleman as well, says Davide. We have met with Paolo. You have met with him before Fuori Onda in Pavia 11 years ago. A big hug to you. One question: Iron Maiden and movies or books? Would you like the Edge of Darkness or the Clan?
For me, Edge of Darkness, though Clansman is big, it's the biggest, I think. It's huge. But for me, Edge of Darkness, and I'm going to really try and get the Edge of Darkness in the set for the next time. So I haven't done it for many, many years, but there's just something about that song which it's very close to the movie. All of the dialogue of the movie is used for the lyric of the song. So,
l'hanno presa proprio
yeah.
dallo script, dal copione del libro. I think Futureal is underrated. In my opinion, one of the top 5 Maiden starter.
Grazie.
And Individual Light is another masterpiece song. Says Alessandro, you can stay in Italy after the tour for a few days, having an holiday, and we find some musicians and we have a fiesta all together.
Sounds great, but I'm already booked. So, yeah, my time is just booked. If you look on the calendar and you see a break, you go, don't think that I'm just at home. because I have 2 radio shows that I do. It takes a lot of time to prepare for. Then I'm writing, then I have my Wolfsbane things to do as well. So when when you see a gap on the calendar, just think, well, it's not that I'm just at home. It's that I'm working on my music. My music is my life. But if there is a time in the future that I can just stay in Italia
You will let
after
us know.
the tour, yes, I would love to do it.
Ci farà sapere, ma adesso deve rientrare subito dopo il tour. Dodgy White is a great singer, but you were the right choice.
Grazie mille.
Grazie. Hi, Blaze. We would like to prepare some songs from your albums with Iron Maiden to tribute you in that period. Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah,
this is a 7 songs Iron Maiden tribute band.
Yeah, do I think future real, but be very careful that you don't go too fast, because it does have a groove to it. What is real, future real? I'm running out of my time. I'm running out of breath. And now it's getting so I can't see. You got to make sure that you don't race with future real. So definitely do that. And Man on the Edge with Lord of the Flies, it's the same. You can push the tempo a little bit, but don't go too much, because you're going to lose the groove of da 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 da. But what you can, when you open with Lord of the Flies, what you can do, you can just step up a little bit in the tempo. When you get to the instrumental, you can creep up a little bit. So the first one, it might go, oh, by the end you go, oh, you're getting a bit faster. So those are a couple. And if you want to do Virus, then listen to my version of Virus from my live album. And I feel that's the best way to do it. Don't go on the Maiden version, because we didn't rehearse it very much. And I think I've pulled the arrangement together. So if you want to do Virus, which people love, then make sure you do the Blaze Bayley version of it. And nobody's going to complain.
Nessuno si lamenterà, Edo, hai capito, se fate la versione di Virus di Blaze Bayley, perché quella degli Iron Maiden non è stata provata a sufficienza. Poi penso che il resto dei consigli l'avrai capito, e anche c'è poco tempo, siamo già oltre. Is there any chance to see Wolfsbane live in Italy?
We would love to. It's just, we're all so old and doddery and doing different things. So we would love to come and do one big show in Italy. We can't do a tour, but we would love to. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
We're not saying we won't. We're saying if we can, we would do it.
Se possono verranno. Lorenzo Sebastiano is one of his favorite albums is X Factor, and Federico says X Factor is a great album and The Aftermath is my favorite song. Okay, Como is the best place, says Kevin. Como, definitely Como. I would like to interview you for my radio, says Joe Rock, and talk about your history, your story. I will probably pass the email, the management email to Joe Rock, and he can write directly. Joe,
Okay.
te la passo in privato, ricordamelo. Blaze, being a singer myself, I always do vocal warm before a show. And did you do your warm up too? Any advice?
Yeah, I went to see a top vocal coach when I was in Maiden, because I was the amount of shows and how long the set is, and the schedule, I was really struggling to get warmed up in time and to protect my voice. So, and it was a gentle, quiet warm up, and it will last if you warm up your voice. You don't have to worry that 20 minutes before showtime. It's warming it up gently, very, very gently, over an hour. And then once it is warm, you don't have to worry. So you don't have to go, I'll warm up my voice till bang, showtime. You can go, I'll warm it up, and then 20 minutes before showtime, you don't have to worry. But here's the thing. I hum and through the afternoon, depending how things are. How to protect your voice is don't speak. This is the thing. And don't drink alcohol before you sing. And don't go to the pub, the bar, the nightclub after your performance and speak. The most destructive thing for the voice, the singing voice, is to speak in a loud room. So if you imagine your whole voice is controlled when you're singing, the sign of the cross, 11 saintly shrouded men. So it's all controlled. But then you go to the bar, hey man, how you doing? Yeah, all right. Man, you could sing for 2 hours, but after 20 minutes talking like that in the bar, you're going to be in trouble. The next day, you're going to be, oh, what happened to me? This is the worst thing. So it's horrible, but it is like a monk. It is like almost like a martial artist, the level of commitment that you have to have, the discipline. If you want to last on a big tour and last a few shows in a row, you've got to be quiet. You have to be quiet. And the reason that you mustn't drink alcohol before you sing, if you sing in my style or like that, when you're el cantante, then it's because the sensitivity is reduced by the effect of the alcohol, which is you got to, if you don't have to sing, oh yeah, my throat feels better. But you need that sensitivity on your voice to know exactly what is going on all the time. So the thing is, warm up very gently, but you must protect your voice. And that was a great thing in Maiden that everybody knew that. So you say, no, I can't go out tonight. I can't go to the party after the gig. Yeah, understand. You've got to save your voice. Because in the end, I'm not there to have a party after the show. What do I really want? I want to perform and sing the absolute best I can for my fans. Then for the fans of Iron Maiden, for Wolfsbane, for my Blaze Bayley fans, I want to sing the best that I can. I possibly can. And to do that, I have to say, no party, no booze. I focus on my fans. And why do I do that? Because my fans are the people that make it possible for me to live my dream of being a professional singer that I started out with that dream 40 years ago.
That's very wise, quindi spero che abbiate fatto tesoro ai consigli di Blaze, che dice, sì, appunto, se volete preservarvi la voce, il warm up può durare anche un'ora, poi smettere 20 minuti prima dello show, non deve essere proprio a ridosso dello show. E l'altra cosa importante che ha detto è dopo lo show andare a nanna, perché se vuoi fare i tour devi poterti risparmiare la voce, quindi non andare alla festa o alle feste di fine tour o nei locali rumorosi, perché dopo lo spettacolo sei portato a parlare più con tono più alto ed è lì che ti frega, la tua voce se ne va. E quindi per rispetto ai fans devi fare la vita un po' da monaco. Why you didn't include the Judgment Day in X Factor?
Not my choice. Not my choice at all. But I'm hoping that in the future, I will bring Judgment Day. Maybe next year, I will bring Judgment Day into the set. We'll see how it goes in rehearsals. But I listen to that song and I think, man, there's so much energy. The music is so good. And I really think it's a thing that fans will enjoy. And I think by now, most people that know me from Iron Maiden probably know the song Judgment
They know,
Day
they do.
as well. So it's a song that I really want to do, but I think that will be next year before that can be in the set list.
Okay, when you are home and relax, what kind of music do you listen to? What are your influences?
I like to listen to film music. Yeah, because for me, I am a producer. So what happens is, as I'm listening to rock and metal, sometimes I start to deconstruct it. Oh, would I have the snare drum there? Would I change the chord here? Would I put that melody with that chord? And then suddenly I'm out of the song. So there's only a few new songs that I don't do that with. And there's a couple of new bands that I really like. There's Green Lung from UK and Witch Hazel from
Which
UK.
Hazel?
Yeah, that I think if you like
They're nice.
Maiden and if you like
Yeah.
old Thin Lizzy and things like that, they're doing something which you recognize that style, but it's still good music. So
Yeah,
I
let's
like
go
to listen
quickly
to classical.
because we are over.
Okay, mate.
Is Alive in Poland out of production?
Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't own in my
All right.
my catalog. I am the record company. All of my CDs came back to me, all my recordings, except that one. Alive in Poland was done by a wonderful Polish company with the thing, and I don't think that's in print anymore.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you know any Italian artist, Italian musician?
I do, but I can't think.
Can't remember.
Right.
Don't worry.
I know Luca Princiotta. So and Andy that used to play guitar with me, but there's some great Italian bands and Italian musicians that just have, I think, if you think about what's happened in the last 15 years and 20 years, the influence that Italian bands have had on speed metal and on all the kinds of big, grand musical songs, then I think Italia has a great influence on European rock and metal.
Yeah, speed metal in particular. Will be there any merchandise? I answer there will be.
Yes, I hope
Yeah,
so.
merchandise on the tour. How did you face the classical song of Maiden, since there is such a difference between you and Bruce? I will see you in Rome.
I had to learn to use different parts of my voice that I hadn't used before, but it is learning. It's not impossible.
Ha dovuto imparare
You practice and you learn.
a usare parti differenti della sua voce per cercare di arrivare alle note di Bruce. Bisogna imparare, io ho dato il massimo. Ok, Alessandro says, thank you for the answer, humming and lip roll. Hi Blaze, I saw you first time 2012 in London, a garage with Wolfsbane, 2014 in Bologna, and also 2 times in Malta for the live show and the dinner, and it was so amazing. Keep it up. Chance for meet and greet? Yes, Lorenzo, I answered that one. Blaze will have a meet and greet before the tour, before the concert. One selfie and one things to sign only per person. That's what he said as before. Quindi una sola cosa, un solo CD e una sola foto veloci. Però sì, ci sarà il meet and greet. Thanks for your crystal clear English, also from myself.
Grazie.
Well, you are completely understandable. One of the few with Lupi is terrible.
That's
For
because
example,
I had
translate
to
Lupi.
learn. I had to learn to speak without my accent.
Your accent,
Yeah, because back in the day when we started Wolfsbane, we'd listen to tapes of the show and I couldn't understand what I was saying. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, so I have to learn to speak without my accent, otherwise no one can understand me.
Yeah, what is your best, your favorite soundtrack?
My favorite soundtrack is at the moment it changes, obviously, but my favorite at the moment is from a film. What's it called now? You got me there. About oil. What's it called? With Daniel Day-Lewis. It's a film of I forget now what it's called. It's a film with Daniel Day-Lewis where he plays a man who discovers oil, set way back in the past in USA at the time of the Wild West. The oil business is beginning, and that's one of my favorite soundtracks. I'll look it up, but we haven't got time. Right
Ok, direttore, qualche domanda ultimissima? Ce l'ho.
Aspettiamo in Italia. Ci aspettiamo in Italia.
Is there a place in
Io,
Italy?
In Italy. Stop.
Yeah,
io ce
in Pompeii. I never went to
Pompeii.
Pompeii.
We have
I never went
io
to
ce l'avrei se
Vai Davide.
vuole rispondere.
Ultimissima domanda, poi
È
dobbiamo
la
andare.
famosa domanda che ci facciamo quasi ogni puntata. Lui da cantante, se sa cosa può essere capitato nei famosi due tour Somewhere in Time e Seven Son alla voce di Bruce Dickinson, che nel disco ha cantato bene, ma nel tour era KO.
He says that you have thought very well as what it could have happened during the Somewhere on Tour and seven tour of a seven tour to Bruce Dickinson, that he was really out of voice for live. Studio impeccable, live so and so. Do you agree?
I don't. I didn't see him on those tours, so I can't.
Non ha guardato I tour.
I can't really comment. But what I will say is that it's a big set. It's a big set list, and to keep your voice 100% there is very difficult if you have a lot of flights. That's the thing that really kills your voice. Any drive that takes you that is over 4 hours long, then it affects your circulation and your whole physiology, and every flight that you do affects you up here in the area of the pharynx and getting dried out. These are things that really affect your voice, but people don't talk about. So for me, I always try, if I have a flight, I try and arrive in the country the day before I have to sing. And with my team, what they always try and do, okay, we try and keep every drive under 4 hours on that day. If we have to sing that day, we try and make sure the drive is shorter than 4 hours. And on those tours that you're talking about, the travel is huge.
Yeah, dice che sarebbe consigliabile non viaggiare per più di 4 ore tra un concerto e l'altro, ma finisce a viaggiare il doppio se non il triplo nel caso dei Maiden, e quindi questo ti può distruggere la voce. Però lui non può esprimere pareri perché non ha visto i concerti di cui sta parlando. Blaze, give us 1 minute, we are closing, but we have to announce quickly the next episode. Would you say 1 minute and then we will say goodbye to each other nel backstage. Il direttore velocissimo, prossima puntata di Darkest Hour.
Prossima puntata, ragazzi, lunedì 27 gennaio, finalmente torniamo con una vita da fan e abbiamo il Marco Giovanetti che ci racconterà un pochettino anche il suo mitico viaggio in Sud America, e la grande Barbara Fermi, una maideniana di vecchia data, quindi ne avremo da raccontare. Ricordate,
mi raccomando, non mancate perché sarà una puntata dove sveleremo tanti aneddoti, dove conosceremo anche Barbara, che oltre a essere una critica letteraria molto apprezzata è anche una grande fan dei Maiden, torna finalmente una vita da fan. Mi raccomando, ci vediamo il 27 gennaio sempre alle 21 qui su Darkest Tower. For Blaze, we wait for you. They wait for you in Italy. I will wait for Southampton, but we just quickly remind what will be your Italian tour. We have Mantova, Rimini, Roma and Castel Volturno. 6, 7, 8, 9 febbraio, ragazzi, i biglietti mi raccomando solo sul sito ufficiale, only official tickets you can find here, tour tickets for Blaze Bayley, and he waits for you. He can't wait. We know you can't wait to see Italy again, Italians again, and to give our great moments of music.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Blaze, for being with us.
Grazie mille, Darkest Tower. Grazie mille.
Thank you so much.
We are really proud of having you here. Wait for a minute so we can say the definite goodbye in the backstage. In the meantime,
Okay.
for our people at home, see you in 2 weeks time. Ci vediamo tra 2 settimane con The Darkest Hour. Ciao a tutti e grazie.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Ciao.